Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Market manipulation. That's what I want to talk about. So how you guys are doing today? And I'm going to talk about one thing that I use to hedge against this. Now, if you have been following cryptocurrency and you've been following for some time and you're looking at Bitcoin, you're looking at it, it's kind of floating downwards. Well, again, a lot of times the powers that be will try to manipulate the crypto market, but it always fails. So if you're seeing Bitcoin drop a little bit or you're seeing crypto drop a little bit, don't worry, it's going to come back. But here's what I like to do. I like to diversify my asset holdings when it comes down to being able to hold assets. Now, if you're here for the first time, or if you're just here, definitely comment so I can say hello. And there's my co-host with the most, Miss Diana Anderson. And so let's just talk a little bit. How you doing, Miss Diana? Let's talk a little bit about some market manipulation going on. And we're going to talk about some things that you can do to offset it. And as you know, you guys have been looking around, you've seen what's happening, and you're probably wondering in your brain, like, why is the price of groceries going up? Why is the price of chicken going up? Why is the price of gas shooting up? Why is all these things shooting up? And it has to do with this little old thing that we like to call inflation. And you're looking at all this inflation happening, you're like, no. So what could you do to stop inflation? So Diane is enjoying the day, and awesome good on Saturday. I need to get with you on the Saturday too, so I can protect my food here. We got Mrs. Marcia Sears here. How you doing? Awesome. Good to have you guys with me on a Saturday. And so as we talk about protecting assets and diversifying ways that you can accumulate wealth, one of the things that we've done for a little while ago, is my group and I, and let me see, we got Issei on here. How you doing, Issei? And she's doing really well too. I'm working, all these individuals I'm working with, so Issei is doing great. So another way to diversify, yes, I will give back. Yeah, Diana has some interesting things that protect your food, which is great. And in the time of high groceries, a very great, I think, great idea. Let's see who. Oh, we got someone coming in from YouTube. That is Mrs. Barbara Moody and Miss Sarah. How you doing, Miss Sarah? So we got all our group coming in. We all work together to try and create different ways that we can actually diversify our income. You know, whether it's just holding something and making income. And I believe every time I come on here, I try to give everyone value of things they can do for income, whether it's getting a easy mining machine, which we had 2 series on that, which I think is still going to be a really great thing to the future. And also, another way to protect against market manipulation is I've always been a believer, always been a believer that you should have something physical in your home of value. And there's 3 physical things that you have that can be extremely valuable that no matter what happens, you're going to always get value for. And I'm going to tell you what those things are. Thing number 1, land. Land is a piece of the earth. All right. You're going to always find value in land. So if you get a chance to get some great land, perfect. If you have land, you're going to always have value in land. Second thing, silver. If you have silver, a precious metal, always value in that. I don't care what you have, is always value in that. As a matter of fact, I got in my text message here, which I'll show you. There was a lady whose father passed away, God rest his soul. And come to find out, this gentleman had been collecting precious metals his entire life, pretty much, and she has loads of it. So when he passed, obviously he had an insurance policy, but he had so much precious metals. Come to find out that those precious metals, she was able to get a check for $25,000 for having gold and silver. $25,000 to sell some of her father's collection. She still has more. So overall, that collection may be another $200,000 or $300,000 worth. I got a message in my phone, and gentleman was asking me, what could she do with some of this collection? And I kind of put it on to, put him on to a group season, my 7K metal group, put him on to a group of people that were really into silver and gold. So again, had he not collected that, that'd be an extra $200,000 she wouldn't have, but it's tangible, and it maintains its tangible value. So let me see if I can pull up the text message here and show you guys some of the pictures that he has actually had here. And it's absolutely phenomenal. So go to the image here. Bear with me 1 second. And I'll show you some of the collection that she had. So just to kind of show you, man, this stuff is real. So as you see, these are some of the pictures that he had with her collection that her father left her. It is quite a bit. And she didn't know anything about what to do with this. And so far she got a check for $25,000 just for having it. And again, that's why I collect with my son. Anything happens to me, I have that. I got it here. So got the Trav here, and Miss Sarah Heller said, "Great day, Melvin Jr. Thanks. Hope you." Mine is always doing great, Miss Heller. And again, just happy to have you guys going, and hopefully you guys got your crypto straight and stuff like that too. So definitely, that's going to be something that you definitely want to look into. But yeah, I mean, if you are a person that has precious metals like this, and this is why I collect what I collect, it does protect against inflation and market manipulation. So got these. I got a drawer. I'm calling my drawer safe, full of these amazing precious metals that have very low mintage. And again, the more limited the supply of something is, the more valuable it gets to. So if I run into hard times, if my bank account gets locked up, which it wouldn't, or if my cryptocurrency drops, I always have gold and silver that I can sell off. That's money anywhere in the world. See, anywhere in the world you go, if you go to a jungle, cash is not going to be that good in the jungle. But you go to a jungle, everyone recognizes what gold and silver is. And also, wanted to kind of share with you, like when I came back from my trip, as you guys know, about 2 weeks ago, I took a trip to Utah, and our team got commemorated for success. And we've had a lot of individuals on that team make a $500 to $1,000 income. And we are not pro bono coin collectors, right? We get paid to collect coins, and basically we have a presentation twice a week that kind of shows people, what everything they need to know about collecting precious metals and numismatic coins, and how to do it the correct way, where to go, where not to go to get scammed. The company we have basically is very, very reputable, and they're going to become a legacy company. But I want to show you this up close if you hadn't seen it, folks. In our company, we hit a top rank of helping a lot of people to be able to build a legacy and to enroll a lot of associates through inviting people to an easy webinar. And for that, a lot of us got watches. I want to show you mine. Now, this is one of the most unique things I've ever gotten from a company. And what you're looking at here is a watch with a coin inside of it. And again, a gold and silver coin. And to show you how awesome this is one of the gifts we got here on one of my many. Here's a certificate of authentication here to kind of show you that this thing is a real deal. So one of the best awards I've ever gotten from any home-based business company that I do. Every home-based business company that I do, I'm going to get something. I strive to be at least be in the top 20, at least top 20 in things that I do, or top tier, if not top 20. So again, that was something that we do. And again, if you want to kind of see what we do to hedge against inflation, hedge against market manipulation using gold and silver, we have that presentation every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9 p.m. So again, this is one of the tools that I use that can't be manipulated. You can't really manipulate the price of land. You can't really manipulate the price of silver. You can't manipulate the price of gold. And this is tangible. So most people, and then, these are like really, really cool things. Like, you have this Y2K coin, very tangible. So most of the stuff that I've collected has already doubled in value. So anything would happen to me, hey, my wife can come here and sell off all my precious metals and precious gold and silver. And yeah, because I got a ton of it here. I would hope that she would get good market value for it and not let anyone manipulate her. But yes, this is what gold and silver does. And see why another person that was celebrated. He's actually, just to kind of tell you his story. He actually got his entire family involved and his entire culture, and they have been stacking gold and silver since we started. And again, you can never go wrong. Like I said, I mean, not to bash anything, but most people, you have a garage full of shakes that you can't sell and it's expiring, but you have a garage full of gold and silver. You won't ever have a problem getting money for that. So again, it is a financial insurance tool that I use in the face of inflation. And again, we are literally just expanding the knowledge and just, telling people about money and telling people about the good old dollar. And, you look at the dollar, it's just manipulated so many ways, and inflation is all time high. And then you look at crypto, which is crypto is great. I love crypto. But again, I'm a person that believes that you should definitely diversify your asset holdings, land, crypto, gold and silver. So, I mean, I want to ask, I'm out of curiosity, how many people have precious metals in their home? If you're watching this, do you have any gold and silver pieces? And if you have precious metals, do you have them in the form of a rare mintage coin that accumulates value? And some people say, I'll go to eBay and get it. But I mean, sometimes eBay doesn't have the the authentication. So, if you ever get into coin collecting, and I love our company because they educate us really well. If you ever get into coin collecting, one of the things you want to see is you want to make sure that coin is graded, because you're not going to get anything non-graded coin. So look right here. That is what a graded coin looks like. You see this right here, that number at the bottom, the 608-6572119, that is the grading of this coin. So you can actually look this up at NGC, which is National Guarantee Corporation, and you can see the grading of your coin. Make sure you got something really authentic, right? And so this doesn't float up in value. As a matter of fact, let me see, Sarah, great Sarah. So she has gold and silver. See why? I have coins, but not sure if they're rare. Yeah. So how you would know, and just education for people. And this is why I love the company 7K, because when we get things like this, we know for sure that they have a certain amount of mintage. And so no one can actually talk me down in price, because I know how much these things are worth. And generally, the longer you hold, the more worth they are. But each one of these coins comes with a certificate right here. And if you're under a certain amount, it's worth something. But as you see the mintage here, there's only 10,000 of these on the earth made. And these are all made with a coin mint, an official, coin mint of the government of that country. So this is how you have these here to validate that coin. And this is very, very important into coins and determining value. And then you want to have them pretty much encased in a slab, because fingerprints and deterioration can get to these things. So having them in a slab like this is actually the best thing you can do. And that's why I love 7K Metals, because all the coins are protected, no fingerprints, and they stay in this case and slab, and they maintain some value too. So it's awesome. Nothing like what I've seen you and Carlos. Yeah, Carlos has a collection. You know what? I'm not going to count his money, but I believe if something happened to Carlos, I mean, Carlos is a secret millionaire with these coins. He has coins everywhere. I mean, they are just everywhere. But that's smart, though. It's a smart thing to do, because it's not it's not too hard to understand. It's not too hard to understand. It's not, most people want to hold it in their hand. I hold it in my hand. I know I got it. And we even have a private app called Stack and Sell, where you can actually sell them, at a good price. So CY says, such a beautiful thing. Rarity and authenticity. Yep, he's absolutely right. I have some coins too. So yeah, like I said, if you have coins, make sure that, number one, if they're depending on the rarity of them, make sure you don't touch them with your bare hands, because sometimes with the human skin in contact with silver can literally have a film over that silver. So you don't want to ruin the purity of it. So handle it with gloves as you have one that's outside of a case. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful thing. So yeah, I mean, if you are, let's say anything happens, and I'll show you probably one of the ones I'm most excited about, because the least of these that there are, the more valuable they are. And then, as you know, when you collect numismatic, and let me just say numismatic, some people collect gold and silver bars, right? They're going to be always worth money. But when you collect numismatic coins, these are coins that are made a specific way, meaning that there's not a lot of them, and the less there are, the more valuable they are. And I'm going to hold on to mine, and I'm going to trade and maybe get the ones that I want or sell or whatever. But the only time I'll sell or trade is to get any ones that I want. And again, I have a nice little collection, as many of us do. And then even with copper bars, or you want to have you have to have precious metals in your inventory of of tools of wealth. Just like you got to have land, just like you have to have business, just like you have to have tools. You want to have something that appreciates in value, and these do. I mean, I even have a Black Panther one here, which I've showed a couple of times, and different ones, and all of these are minted, and they can be tracked. And one of the ones that I'm really excited about, I didn't get this whole collection. I wish I would have, but like they even have a Julius Caesar coin. Now this coin, oh my God, this is the value. This is through the roof. Look at the back of this. See if this can capture it. There's only 500 of these on this earth, just 500. And I'll show you what makes it so awesome. This is one of my prized collections here, but it's a Julius Caesar coin, only 500 of these on the earth. And as you see, it's an antique coin, and there is the NGC, there is the grading there. And again, if you look at the back, you can see the Colosseum in there. And then what's so cool about this coin is you have what's called relief. That's 3D technology, as you see, where the face is coming almost off the coin here. I mean, this is one that's literally, as far as value, this is one that's entirely sought after. You can't buy these anywhere right now. You just can't buy them. If you're going to get them, someone's going to sell them to you, and that person's going to sell them. It's going to be, you're going to pay. We got this for at $7K. I think we got this for around, I think I paid $300 something for it. Right now, the value is probably, I can get as much as $13 to $1,500 for this one coin, because I know people can't find it anywhere else. But I'm going to keep it and let the value skyrocket even more. So that's why I love what we do here. I wanted to share that, dropping stuff here. But that's kind of what I love what we do here, because I mean, in any situation, as a person who is, thinking about wealth, you never want to depend on one form of wealth collecting or income building. Like, don't just depend on land. Don't just depend on, crypto, but, have land if you can, have some crypto if you can, and have some gold and silver, and diversify your asset holdings. Because in any scenario, I like to prepare for doomsday. What if the financial systems crash? What if all the internet goes down? Which it may never do that. But what if we revert back to a economy where cash is in hyperinflation and you can't spend it anymore, as we're headed that way now? Because right now, if you look at the value of a dollar, it has definitely dropped. So it takes more dollars to do things with. That's why you're seeing prices kind of go up, because we keep printing money. And if you don't know, 50% of all the money we have circulating in the US was printed in the last year. So I can tell you, that is how much inflation that we have to face. And inflation is not finished rearing its ugly head. Inflation is going to continue to attack us when it comes down to groceries. So what you're looking at possibility of seeing $6 for a gallon of milk. You're looking at gas going up to $4.50. You're looking at like chicken, by the pound, going to $4 or $5 by the pound. It's crazy, by the pound. You're looking at the price of fish, price of everything go up. So to counteract and hedge against this is why we collect gold and silver. Because worst case scenario, if the dollar gets hyperinflated and it becomes worthless, well, this will never be worthless. And I have it in my hand. So you could stop my internet. You could take my phone. And again, my cryptocurrency is amazing, but I can't touch it. It's always subject to go up and down. It is a great way to earn. It is great, but also I want to have backups. It's one of my sources of income. So again, I have these as physical ways that I can always buy something, because I can always, if we break down to a point to where we have to start trading commodities, I have enough of these where I can trade, whatever. If the world were to go out and we were to be into a post-apocalyptic time, I can trade this in for maybe 3 or 4 months of food, and then and have it circulating, So it's a really cool thing to have. And again, it gives you, it's been used as money for, how long has gold and silver been used for money? And see why I was right. It's crazy. So anyone, can anyone take a guess here that's not on my presentation? How long have we used gold and silver for money? Anyone know? And if you're on our presentation, you would be so educated about money, it would be funny. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the foremost authority, but I'm very educated about, where money came from, why money was done, what happened to money. I can tell you the whole entire story from start to finish to money. I can tell you the entire story. I can tell you even why the money that you have now, it was manipulated. I can tell you that even in World War I, the dollar bill that you have in your hand now didn't say the same thing. It said something different. I can tell you anything you want to know about the dollar, the history of dollar, everything. I can even show you what a real dollar used to look like. I can show you 2 things that happened that literally destroyed the purchasing power of the dollar. Why? Because the banks want to manipulate it. The banks are the hugest manipulators of money in the entire world, because who prints the money? The banks. The Federal Reserve is a bank. It's not a government agency. They print the money. And guess what? Did you know that? You didn't know this, did you? Did you know that probably about 20% of all your money is being lent out to other lenders? 20%. And you get nothing for it. But you know what the banks do? They charge you fees, and they lend. This is gangster. You keep your money in the bank, right? They lend out your portion of money accounted for to people who borrow money, who have to take bank loans. They lend out 20% of your money, but they charge you fees. They're living off your sweat and hard work. This is why we do what we do. The banks can't eat off of this. This is in my hand. They can't do anything about this. But as long as you got your money in the bank, I mean, it can be manipulated. So this is what happens. So, if you look at the money right here, if you look at money, what is happening is people saying things are. I want you to look around and validate this. Are things expensive? Yes or no? And so I'm going to pull up CY. Let me see. It says she's ready to listen. Awesome. CY says you do an outstanding job of letting folks like me understand clearly about declining dollar. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And we just trying to tell the truth. Someone told me I can't use gold and silver to buy anything or pay my mortgage. I live in Utah. 2011 made gold and silver legal tender. I can, in fact, buy and sell in the state of Utah with gold. Yes, Noah, you're absolutely right. So whoever told you that is lying, because here's the thing about this. Gold, I don't care where you're at, you can take gold into any store, any coin collecting store, real gold, real silver, and they will give you cash for it. Any coin collecting store, you will get cash for it. Doesn't matter. You can take gold anywhere and get anything for it. You can get cash for it. You can get anything you want for it. If I were to think about it. If you watch the movie, what is it called? I can't think. The one with Keanu Reeves in it, and he's a hitman. John Wick. If you watch the movie John Wick, did you see how Keanu Reeves pays people? He didn't use cash. This guy was using gold coins, right? One gold coin, one gold silver eagle right now. If you had one gold silver eagle, I'm sorry, not a gold silver. You had one gold eagle. I apologize. If you had one gold eagle right now, one gold eagle is worth about $1,800 for one gold eagle. Most people don't know. Most people don't know the value of what they have in their hands, so they can be manipulated out of it. Most people are not taught gold and silver. You're not taught this in school because it can be, people don't want you to know. What do you think rich people have? They're the largest holders of gold and silver on this planet. And they hope that you don't know the value of gold and silver. They pray that you don't know the value of gold and silver. And so what we're doing is we're educating you guys to let you know the the consequences of not owning any. So, when you're dealing with, things as nature, you got to be able to, learn how to acquire gold and silver. And so, some stuff you didn't know. 100%. And CY says, yes, sir. It went up to it's actually about 2,000. So, it went up $200. I didn't even pay attention to it. Thank you for the correction. So I appreciate that, CY. So yeah, it's even higher. So let me just kind of paint the picture here for folks. Do you know why money, or why cash, or why fiat currency is being used for currency? Can anyone tell me why? Why is that our form of money? Why did they remove gold and silver? I'm going to share some history with you. Why do we not use gold and silver for money? Why doesn't the dollar back gold and silver? I want you to sit there and think about something. If you go to the cleaners, they give you a claim check, right? What is paper worth? What is a piece of paper worth? What is it worth? Think about it. What is a piece of paper worth? What is it worth? And that's what this is. It's pieces of paper. So I'm going to tell you what it's worth. A piece of paper is worth only what it can back. It is worth only what it can back. So pay attention. If you paid off your house, okay, then you would get what's called a deed. That means you own your house. But what happens if you got a deed and didn't represent a house? If you just said, okay, we'll give you a house whenever. But you got a deed and you couldn't trade it in for the house, or you couldn't represent the ownership of the house. Deed means nothing without the house. Title means nothing without a car. Dollar means nothing without being backed by gold and silver. So gold and silver we used to back our dollars with gold and silver. That's what made our money more valuable. Then we got off the gold and silver standard. Now it's backed by nothing. We print it. That's all we do. And the government just borrows printed money from the bank. And they just print it. And so what represents it is your labor. So if you don't have gold and silver, you're going to be stuck in this vicious cycle of debt. That's what money does. It just print it, and its debt is going to be worth less and less and less. So you have to have something to offset this. Let's look at the comments here. Yes, sir. Went up to, yep. So one gold eagle, $2,092. So you learn more in our presentation why we do what we do, why we try to at least make sure that every person has at least gold and silver to pass down to their family, because, you have cryptocurrency accounts, which are amazing. I'm not going to down cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency has made me a lot of money. But at the same time, when I make money in crypto, you know what I got to do? I got to convert that crypto to Bitcoin. I got to convert that Bitcoin into what? Cash. So literally, I'm taking Bitcoin that's worth a lot of money and converting it to something that ain't worth nothing, which is cash. So I choose to keep most of my money in cryptocurrency, because I don't care how far it goes down, it's not as worthless as cash. So I choose to keep the form of money that I have, the form of commerce that I choose to do. I keep most of it in land. I keep a lot of it in crypto, and I keep a lot of it in gold, and I keep some in very little in stocks. And then the rest of it I put into a business, because as long as you have a business that produces money. So I never save money. I really don't save money. People say, oh, I'm just going to save $10,000 for a bad day. No, you're sending your money to die. You're going to put $10,000 in the bank and then let inflation hit it. And then your $10,000 is not going to spend what $10,000 spends. So you know what I do? I take my money and I put into a business that produces money. Sitting in the bank does not produce money. Putting it into some type of CDs suck. Don't even do CDs. So I take my money and I make sure it's working for me. I always put money to work for me. So whenever I get a large chunk of money, you know what happens? I put that money to work. I either buy some land, which I bought plenty of, and I flip property and sell it and can make my money back. I either buy land, I open up another restaurant, I open up some store, I open up some type of business online, or I invest into a home-based business, and I invest into these things because it produces money. So while a person would put 10 grand in the bank and just to have it for saving, have some money for emergencies in case anything happens, but I would like to take 10 grand and put it into work and let that 10 grand turn itself to 100, 200 grand. That's how you use money. If your money is not working, then it is dying. Remember that. Repeat after me. If my money isn't working, it is dying. if my money isn't working, it is dying. So how do you put your money to work? Right here. This is right beside me, but this is working. You know what's working for it? The economy is making this work. I just hold it. This is my money right here. I'm just holding this. The economy is making this work. You know why? Because this is gaining value bit by bit, little by little. So my money in this is working for me. My money in crypto is working for me. My money in land is working for me. My money into anything other than a bank is working for me. So you put your money to work or you let your money die. That's exactly what's going to happen if you don't do anything with it. Now, am I saying take all your money and put it into something? No. But yeah, you should have some for a rainy day, but my money is always working. I don't want no lazy money. Money in the bank. Now, I'm not saying, you shouldn't have any cash to make because you want to have cash for emergencies, but you want to have cash that makes more cash. You don't want to have cash that just sits there and loses value. So that's what you got to do. It has to be working. There you go. Noah says, love that. There you go, Issa. If my money is not working, it is dying. So invest it. I mean, that's why we have all these opportunities. If I put money into a platform that is helping my business, like NowSite, guess what my money is doing? It's working. Because don't I get commissions for NowSite? If I put my money invest into 7K and buy gold and silver, my money is working. My money is working. My money has 3 jobs in 7K metals. Job number 1, my money goes towards buying coins that grow money. Job number 2, my money actually goes into my membership, which helps me indeed earn residual income from people that get enrolled. And then number 3, my money literally goes into the vault as well. They have a vault as well. So I turn some of my money into gold and silver into a vault. So I buy coins, gold, silver, and I use it to help other people see value. So again, put your money to work, man. Don't just sit on it and let it die. I mean, one of the reasons that I'll never be broke or that I'll never go broke is because I always believe in putting my money to work. So, you got to put it to work. And this is one of the ways to do it. So, my portfolio is a little different than anybody else's, but I believe strongly that, I put 10% of all the money I make into gold and silver. All right. I put another 30% into crypto. All right. And I put another 30% into property and land ownership. The rest of my money I put into businesses. Now, you don't hear me say I invest any percentage of my money into anything other than that. And then what happens is the money that I produce from everything, I give it to charity. So I'll give some money to my church to help feed the homeless. I'll give some money to a program to help get kids, better opportunities. I'll invest into a boys and girls club so people can have, money to, when you get to a certain point, you're making money, you put it into your community, let your community grow. So, I'll invest into feeding homeless. I'll invest it to getting kids education, and I'll invest it there because the purpose of my money and the purpose of what I do is not all for me. Once I'm comfortable, once my family gets comfortable, then I either use my money to help people who are less fortunate, or I build a business that will help more people that are less fortunate. So again, that's how you grow communities, right? So again, that's what we always do. So I give something for charity. Always give something to people that are less fortunate, because if you don't do it, somebody else won't. Plus, I believe in blessings. I believe in God. And again, if you always are putting your money and sowing your money into something that's going to help somebody, you're going to always have money. So again, those are things you want to do if you always want to have money. And then as far as this market manipulation, gold and silver, like in the form that I have, stops market manipulation. They're trying to manipulate Bitcoin right now, and gold and silver stops all that. And that's why you want to collect gold and silver, because it is your hedge. It is your number one weapon against market manipulation, gold and silver coins. So again, if you want to see exactly how we've been collecting, how we are trained to know and spot great buys and gold and silver coins, check us out on Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you can go to, I'll put a website up here. You want to go to it this coming Tuesday. I'm going to show you the website looks like. You can actually go here and let me share my screen here. You can go to this website right here and you can actually register, and it'll send you a link automatically to our webinar, and you can get on our list and you can get all types of updates about it. And then even still, just come on over, because we give stuff away anyway. So we'll give you some free stuff. And we just party. It's a cool presentation. So go on and register. And that website is biglaunch.now.site. And let me put it here somewhere across the screen. I got so much stuff across the screen. Let me stop this share. So that website is this. It is biglaunch.now.site. So come on out, check us out on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll educate you about how to build a legacy and how to protect yourself against market manipulation, how to protect yourself against inflation. And again, through this program, you'll learn more about gold and silver than you ever learned. And you'll learn like, man, I should have been doing this. So that is something that we have on Tuesday and Thursday. But with that said, folks, I appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you, Issei, stopping in. And again, hopefully you guys learned something today. My goal is to always help you guys learn something. And again, Issei said it best. If my money is not working, it's dying. Again, just remember that as something I want to leave you with as well. So you're always putting your money to work and always having to work for you. So appreciate you guys jumping on. All right, my man CY is here, and CY actually did pretty good. He's involved this whole family, and he's a really high rank, and again, he has his whole family in position to earn income, has his whole entire family in position to create wealth. And so again, that's the mentality you got to have. He can change his entire culture in Utah. He can change his entire family by introducing them to ways of growing wealth, and that's what you want to do. You want to have your family involved into things that create wealth. Now, again, all it takes is this. It takes, number one, introduction. It takes, number two, patience. So as long as you got patience and you follow some of the things that we do, if you got patience, you will create wealth, because it's not about getting rich fast. It's about staying rich permanently. Remember that. Most people want to get rich fast. It ain't about getting rich fast. I don't care. If you get rich slow, that's good. So because you're not going to get rich fast, because if you make it really fast, you'll lose it really fast. So it's about getting wealthy permanently and having time and freedom and passing this knowledge, passing the assets on to your family. It says right on. Thank you. Yes, sir. Always got to bring you guys goods. And Sherry, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. I know you was on your twin turbo. So again, great point. So again, you just want to slowly build, even if you collect one coin at a time, little bit at a time. Just building your wealth. A little crypto here, a little crypto there. Just building your wealth. Oh, she's using Spanish. I have to learn from you, Issei. Issei's using Spanish. I got to learn from her. So yeah, I mean, if you're collecting a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. This is, like I said, this young lady's whose father passed away. He was in his 80s on my phone, and the guy sent me to. He said, "Man, what can she do with this?" And I immediately told her. So her father that passed away had all this stuff collected. Look at this. Just coins after coins. And he was like, "Man, what can she do with this? I know you're in a gold and silver market. I may buy some from her as well." But she had all of this stuff appraised. She had been collecting this, had all this stuff appraised, and already got a check for $25,000 for some of it, and literally has over $200,000 in gold and silver. Her father, and she never know. So again, this is what I want to do. If anything happens to me, I want my son to have pictures of my gold and silver, and he can go to somewhere and he can actually accumulate and enjoy the work. Because sometimes everything you do is not going to be for you. It's going to be for your family. It's going to be for your legacy. And then even if it is for you, when you get old enough to where maybe you don't have anybody to leave it with, then you can turn it in and create something for somebody else. So again, that lady passed away. I mean, Lewis shared it with me. And again, probably has hundreds of thousands of dollars of this stuff. You just never know. You never know what a bar of silver is. Like I said, gold by the ounce, and CY had to correct me. Gold by the ounce is $2,092 for 1 ounce of gold. For 1 ounce. If she had 10 ounces of gold, man, that's $20,000 for 10 ounces. You got 100 ounces of gold. Oh my goodness. So that tells you how powerful this silver, I think, is at what, $25. Let me see how much silver is at an ounce. And then, we're just dealing with pure gold. We're not even talking about gold coins, because as you know, gold and silver coins, when they are in the numismatic state of being transferred into coins, not only do you have the metal value, but you also have the collector's value mixed in. So you might have a gold coin or silver eagle that's worth $2,092, but what if you had like a gold panther and there was a limited edition? Man, you might be looking at a coin that's worth $15,000, $20,000. As a matter of fact, Miles Standish told us, who is the world's most renowned coin grader. I took a picture with him at the 7K event. Miles Standish told us he graded one coin that was worth $10 million. One coin. Let that sink in. So, silver actually went up. So CY's on this stuff. This is Wild Legacy. Finally got one. Yep. And Sherry and CY, they got at the event, they got silver bars. They got silver bar. One silver bar is worth $3,000. They got $3,000 walking around a silver bar. $3,000. So 28.5 per ounce of silver. That actually went up. It was $25 earlier. So as you see, people are not paying attention to this. And I didn't pay attention. And that shows me my lack of paying attention. That's why I made a mistake. So silver, I think it was at $25 an ounce, is going to $28 an ounce. If silver hits so again, this coin or these coins since I guess a month ago have already risen in value by $3 an ounce, by $3 an ounce. So if you got a 2-ounce coin, add about $6 more to what it costs. If this goes up to $40 an ounce, then guess what? The value of this coin is going to end up going up an additional $12. So $12 in value. And then the rarity as it goes on, because this is Black Panther. Remember, the actor passed away. So it's not like you can go walk on Walmart and get one of these. This is a very rare purchase. It's really hard to get these things. So again, and then you got to have authentic, make sure they're authentic. That's why we have our company. So, and one silver eagle, look, the silver eagle is $39.90. There we go. So this is what we're talking about. So, Sherry's right. Best opportunity for everyone. The only event where money was being rewarded to people. Yeah, that's right. They gave us money. And I showed you guys, I'll break it out again. And I showed you guys this watch right here. I mean, we're looking at a watch right here, retail with the coin inside. We're looking at a watch right here that literally goes for, maybe $2,600 possibly with the coin inside with this buffalo. They put a gold buffalo inside this watch. Let me take the cover off this thing. Show you here. I'm gonna take the cover off because there's a plastic on here. Let me take this part off so you can see. So we're looking at a coin inside a watch. You see this, right? So yeah, they literally gave us money walking across that stage. They gave away silver bars, silver coins, silver notes. I mean, I've never went to an event being awarded and I've gotten awards before. I got a whole bunch of awards from all these different companies I've been in, but I've never been awarded $3,000 in gold and silver today, which could multiply to $6 or $7,000, within the next 10 years ever. So this is what we're talking about here. Stacking has made all the difference for my family this year. Building wealth. So again, it's stacking silver. So my thing is this: you can create your own bank. Why put money in the bank? You can create your own bank because you already know that if I get into trouble times, I can liquidate my gold and silver really quickly. And we even have an app where you can go on the app and you can take a picture of your inventory and you can liquidate it really quick. So that's awesome. This is very nice. And Sherry got she got a whole bar, a whole bar. Yeah, the Buffalo watch is man, I love. Let me pull that thing out again. That Buffalo watch is that thing ain't no joke, man. I mean, this is again, it's a coin inside the watch. So, this is part of my silver collection. This is part of my gold and silver collection. So my thing is to have an entire, draw for this stuff. And again, I can buy anything I want with this. Can you Lambert says she love it. Hello from Texas. Did you see the information about crypto? Yep, I did. Thanks, Daniel. He gave me some information. Daniel, my good friend, gave me some information. He's participating in a lot of ventures with me as well. Me either. The watch is awesome. Thank you, Noah. Appreciate it, man. Creating my own bank. You're absolutely right. BYOB. Yes. It does. It does. So, you know what, if you're watching this here, the big takeaway is this: not downing crypto, not downing anything else. But at the same time, do you know what the easiest form of investment is? The easiest? You don't have to have any brains to order one of these. It takes no brains. It takes no, I'm not talking bad about crypto. I've made a lot of money in crypto and making even more now. Nothing bad about crypto. But do you think my 80-year-old grandmother is going to know how to go and create a wallet? Do you think my 80-year-old grandmother is going to know anything about crypto? Do you think she's going to know anything? Do you think she's going to know what Ethereum is? Do you think she's going to know how to turn her money into Bitcoin and then turn Bitcoin into Ethereum and manage a wallet? You even think she knows how to turn on a cell phone? Maybe not really. But you know what they can do? They can order them some gold and silver. Easy way. Let me get me one of these in my house. Hold on to it. Times get rough. Let me go and ask my neighbor if he want one silver coin. Very easy. So this is the easiest way into investments and anything else, because it doesn't take a whole lot of brains to really learn this and do this. It just takes common sense. So one little thing. Oh, I got to show you this. Thought this was interesting. So I bought this from Utah, and they're not real. I don't know why I bought it. It's just intriguing me. But what they had here in the souvenir center, and this didn't cost a lot of money. They had this, I got this for my son. They had these little notes here, right? They had these little, there's a $1 notes back here. And then they had this here. They're like little, I guess, gold plated notes. So they had those there, and I thought it was really, really awesome for them to have those here. $5 bills, stuff like that too. So, I mean, crypto is absolutely amazing. My story with crypto, and I think everybody should at least be invested in gold and crypto. But my story with crypto is I started crypto in 2017. And I can tell you this, I'm probably what would be labeled as a Kryptonian, meaning that I invest in altcoins too. And I can tell you, for 10 minutes yesterday, I was roughly a crypto millionaire. Let me show you this. On my phone here, and we had a coin drop that literally netted me this. See that phone? It's $4 million. So altcoins can be profitable. That was only available for like 10 minutes. So I've taken, honestly, my crypto experience, I started with, you can go on YouTube and see, I don't have to tell you guys, but I started with $2,500 on YouTube in 2017. I turned $2,500 into $250,000 in different crypto, just investing in it. I bought, I think I got it here on YouTube. You guys can go and see that. You guys can go and see my channel if you want. I got receipts for everything. I had my own university, folks, and I was showing people, I was showing people exactly how to do this here. Let me go back. But I had my own university where I showed the average person how to purchase and buy crypto back in 2017. Some people call me crazy. I said, look, load up on Bitcoin. It's only $2,500 for one Bitcoin. I said, load up on it. I told everyone, load up on it. They were like, man, what are you talking about? But I mean, not to say I was right, not to flaunt in front of anybody, but I mean, it's just one of those things where I knew it was going to be something that was, pretty powerful if you learn how to use it the correct way. And so I had this university called, eCoin University, where there I am showing people, how to purchase it and talking about the whole university. It says Bitcoin cryptocurrency profit from cryptocurrency. It was December 31, 2017. And literally in this video, I was giving people calls and showing people, how to invest in the crypto. And then I had my buddy right here. Ed, he was pretty decent. And Literally, he told me, I'm just fortunate. He told me flat out, straight out, Melvin, if I were you, I'd buy 10 Bitcoins. I said 10. He said $2,500. You buy 10 of them. Just buy them and hold them. I said, okay. So, yeah, I mean, I started with $2,500, and then literally, I bought, what coin did I buy at $25? I bought Verge, and I was able to. And Verge was hot back in the day. To kind of tell you my crypto story, I bought Verge, Fred, and I bought $2,500 of it, and then from that, I exploded my money almost into 20K in Verge, flipped it back over, turned around, and I bought more Bitcoin. I ended up having a total of, I think it may have been 10 Bitcoin altogether. So it's like 20K. So I started in Verge, little in Bitcoin, and then, I put 20K into crypto. And the minute I did, it shot up to 19,000 and then back down to $3,000. I didn't sell it. And I felt like an idiot. I'm like, oh, I should have sold it, but I didn't. So I just held on to it and forgot about it. And then, woke up, looked at my wallet and saw that, Bitcoin at this height was 60K per Bitcoin. And, I had 10 of them. And so I spread them around in Ethereum and Dodge, and, the rest is history. And then I moved everything off my exchange to a cold wallet. Someone taught me about a cold wallet. Not sure if you know what a cold wallet is. When you have a certain amount of crypto, you want to move it out of the exchange, off of your phone, into a cold wallet. If you don't know what a cold wallet is, if you got over 20K in crypto, move it to a cold wallet. That's what you want to do. So again, that's my crypto story. And then I'm hearing about gold and silver. There's my gold and silver story here. So yeah, crypto, definitely learn it. I think it's going to be amazing. I think these mining machines that we have out now is going to be great. If you can get you one, definitely do that. The mining machines are going to be so great because I talked about in the last video, these mining machines are going to make a lot of people a lot of money. People are going to have their mortgage paid. So it's going to be a lot of things, that's going to change with this whole new Helium network. So I definitely have to give you a link for that if you're interested. What's up, Brian DePaul? Yeah, dude, I'm a Niner fan. I'm a heavy 49er fan. Heavy 49er fan. Almost too bad, to my detriment. Get into the counter economics. Yep. Yes, crypto is important. Got on that list, man. That mining. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so. I've been obsessed with that for the last 2 days. I've been watching so many YouTube videos about the mining of helium, and these people are making. This is real money. I'm not playing. This mining stuff is real, man. It's real. Diane says, "Hey Ryan." So yeah, man, this mining stuff. Whew, that's good. So yeah, I'm into crypto mining, and it's a whole lot cheaper than mining gold and silver. I can only buy that. All right. So folks, look, I appreciate you guys coming on. Love you all. I think you guys are absolutely phenomenal individuals. I'm glad I get to share this internet space with you, and I'm glad I get to talk to you guys as well. You got to come out to bro. I'm going to do that. I will be out there. We're going to go to a Niners game. Hey, Diana. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I try to come on here, share some value with you guys, and and anything I learn, I want you guys to learn as well. I mean, and then right now, I mean, we're in a real estate increase. There's going to be a bubble. My advice is this. Unfortunately, there's going to be some foreclosures because the economy cannot keep up with the rate that people are paying. People don't have enough money to cover stuff. So eventually, unfortunately, if you're looking to get a house, don't buy it yet. Do not. Let me give you this advice. Do not buy any property now. Wait. Just wait. I don't care if it's 1 year, 2 years. Don't buy any property because it's a bubble. You buy some property, it's going to come crashing down. Wait. Right now, most people are selling while other people are buying. I know it's a scarcity. Don't buy any property now because you've almost peaked out. Let it come down a little bit, then buy it. See you over top, my friend. First Niner home game this year. Yes, I love the quarterback we got. I think we're going to go in good direction. So I can't wait to do that. All right, folks, let me get out of here and do what I do, which is work, and let you guys get back to work and enjoy your Saturday. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next podcast. And remember, if your money is not working. It is dying. So make sure you're putting your money to work, letting it do something for you, letting you earn something. I don't care if it's Amazon. I don't care, whatever. Make sure you're putting your money to work. But that's it. Have a great weekend. Love you guys. Peace. Oh yeah, let me get these. Let me see, Ryan. Let's do it. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Melvin. Also, thank you, Noah, and thank you, and you too as well, Diana. I don't want to end this without showing everybody's comments. All right, peace, y'all.